Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kamo Tumetsane. If you're new, in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to contour, or at least how I contour my face. And to do that I'll be using my ABH foundation stick in the shade Earth, and this shade is a bit too dark for me, and the reason why I chose to use it instead of my usual Maybelline foundation stick is because I figured this one would show up better on my skin tone, and so you guys can see exactly where I place my contour, how I blend it, and all the techniques that are required to blend in your contour seamlessly. And now I'm just gonna suck my cheeks in and place my contour on the bottom of my cheeks, like not directly on top. You don't want it to be too high, but at the same time you don't want it to be too low. So if you suck your cheeks in like I'm doing, you will get to see exactly where the bottom part of your cheekbones are, and that's where you want to place your contour. And now I'm just going to use my e.l.f. angle brush, which you guys can get from Muse Beauty if you're interested in it. And I'm just going to blend this contour in a dabbing motion to begin with, because I'm not sure how much my foundation has dried and I don't want to sweep it too hard and remove all that product underneath. I'm sorry you guys, I'm sitting at such an angle that you guys can't really see the side of my face. I'll be on the lookout for that next time, but I wasn't really in the mood of refilming this video all over again, so I'm sorry about that. And now I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. brush and dab it into my foundation stick to go over my contour again, because I wasn't satisfied with what we already had. Now if you are going for a really neutral look, you want your contour to kind of sort of be there but not be there, this is where you would stop. You wouldn't go in with more product, but for this video we're going to be a little bit extra and just go all in. Why not? Oh, by the way, I also before this video I did my foundation, my brows, and my eye makeup to keep this video short. And also in my normal makeup routine, this is usually the steps I would follow. I would do my eye makeup and my brows before I do my contour most of the time. And now I'll continue to suck my cheeks in and just keep blending my contour until it's blended seamlessly and not too harsh, not too low, not too far up my cheeks. Now I'm just gonna take the same foundation stick and doodle all over my forehead and blend that in. The whole reason why I contour my forehead is because I actually have a 5 head, and contour likes to give the illusion that my forehead is smaller than it actually is. And also whenever I blend my forehead contour, I like to blend it into my hairline so that it takes away that kind of whitish mark between my hairline and my forehead that can be off-putting sometimes. So I find that it helps a little bit with that. I love this angled brush. It's just the perfect size to get into the places I wanted to get into. You can also find this ABH foundation stick on You Buy SA if you are interested in that. Now I'm just going to take the same brush and use whatever product is left over to blend my jawline. I didn't feel like going in with more product there. And now I'm taking my foundation stick and contouring my nose. With cream contour, you guys, you always want to start with a little bit. You saw how I started with a little bit on my cheeks, and build my way up until I got what I was happy with. You want to do that instead of applying way too much product and spending way too much time trying to blend it and probably fail at it and mess up your whole makeup. And you know, that can be a little bit discouraging when you're starting off. So start small, start with a little bit and build your way up. Cream contours are a little bit more trickier than powder, so be patient and take your time with it. I like to bring my contour into my brows a little bit when I blend my nose contour, because it gives the illusion that I have a nose bridge. You guys, I don't have a nose bridge, but this gives the illusion that I do. Whenever you feel like you have too much product and you can't blend it all out, just take a clean makeup brush and go over where you messed up. I just like to keep a clean towel on my lap, and so I clean my makeup brush off on the towel and go in where I feel like I need to blend in some more. And now I'm gonna highlight my face, and to do that I'm gonna be using my Maybelline Master Concealer in the shade 40 medium. And this concealer, I don't think it has an applicator. I think it's one of those concealers that you have to use a brush to apply, but I just squeeze the product out. There you guys see the packaging, I forgot to show you that. I just squeeze the product out and use the wand to kind of spread it all over my under eye, and I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. This concealer you can also get on Muse Beauty, excuse me. And now I'm also going to go in with my LA.girl Pro Concealer to mix the two a little bit, and also use my Pro Concealer to highlight my chin and my forehead to balance out the look. Some people don't highlight their chin and forehead, but I just find that it's a cuter look when I balance everything out. And you guys already know how I feel about this LA.girl Pro Concealer. If you're a beginner, get yourself this bad girl. It's super easy to blend, it's beautiful, it has just the right amount of coverage, and it's just amazing. I love this concealer, and so far I haven't found anything better than it. I like to fan my concealer a little bit for it to dry before I start blending it, so I can get the most out of my product. And to blend this concealer, I'm going to be using my Real Technique beauty sponge. You can get that on Take-A-Lot or Clicks. Usually they're cheaper on Take-A-Lot, but if you don't have time to wait for delivery, you could just walk into Clicks or Discount and get yourself the beauty sponge. They're really good brand for makeup tools also, if you're looking into buying yourself makeup tools. I struggled so hard to blend my forehead concealer because of my brows. Shout out to you girls or guys who do your brows before doing your face makeup. I always struggle with that. Now I'm gonna blend my under eye concealer, and I like to start from the edges of the highlight and work my way inside. work my way to the center. This Maybelline Master Concealer is a bit too bright, and that's why I didn't use it on my forehead, on my chin. But we're looking for that bright under eye look for today's makeup look. Now I'm just gonna take the end of my sponge, I don't know, I hope you guys can see that, to blend on the sides of my eye so that I don't mess up my eye makeup. Speeding up this part because you guys can't even see this angle. Anyway, again, I'm sorry about that. Now I'm just gonna use the butt of my beauty sponge that doesn't have any product, it's clean, to blend out the edges of my highlight so that it blends into my contour seamlessly. And I'm using the flat part also to dab all over it, so you can't really see where my highlighter and contour meet. Well, you can see it, but it's not harsh in such a way that you can tell the beginning and the end. Now I'm just using the same brush that I used to blend in my contour to go over the sides of my eyes, in case I went over with concealer. And I'm taking what's left over from my beauty sponge and I'm highlighting my nose. Taking my fluffy eyeshadow brush by Real Technique to blend my concealer and my nose contour. Same thing we did on the cheeks. I'm setting my under eyes with the Yardley Absolute Translucent Loose Powder, and before I did that I did go in and make sure that I didn't have any creasing under my eyes. I'm also speeding this part up because you have seen me do this before. Same thing that I always do. And now I'm taking the flat part of my beauty sponge to carve out my contour for that snatched look. I'm not gonna let this sit for too long though. I'm gonna take my big fluffy brush and clean all that up before it becomes too harsh, and I'm also going to sweep up any product that was left from setting my under eyes. You can get this powder from Clicks or Discam. I got mine from Discam. And I'm using my e.l.f. Blush Palette in the shade Light, and I'm using the brown shade to set my bronzer, also to add a little bit of warmth because this ABH foundation stick is a bit on the cooler side. You can find this palette on Muse Beauty. And I'm using my flat Real Technique brush to set my nose contour with the same shade of brown shadow. And I'm just taking what's left from my brush and setting my jawline and the rest of my face where I contoured. And now I'm going to use the same e.l.f. palette to put on some blush on my cheeks. And I'm using this e.l.f. small fluffy brush to get more control of where I want to place my blush, which is right above my contour. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's not directly on my contour and it's not too far away from, it's like right above my contour. I love this brush by elf. Elf is a really good brand, by the way, for makeup tools and other makeup products if you guys have an interest in that. And now I'm also going to use my elf highlighter, and I'm going to use the brown side of it. The name of this palette is Coffee and Cream. I'm just going to highlight almost directly on top of my blush. This highlighter is beautiful. I'm using my Real Techniques brush to do that. Small fluffy brush to do that. By the way, if you already know how to do makeup, this kind of content may be a little bit boring for you, but I am going to be doing a lot of detailed beginner's makeup, because if we're honest, I'm also kind of a makeup beginner, and so for now this channel will be based on detailed beginner's makeup until we crack this makeup thing. Now I'm just using my small Real Technique brush, detailed brush, to put on some shadow my under eyes. It's the same brown shadow that I used on my eye makeup from my BH Cosmetics shadow palette that I didn't show you guys. And I'm gonna use my Revlon Color Stay eyeliner to line my waterline. And now I'm going to take the same small detail brush to smudge that waterline out a little bit. I'm also going to take the same brown highlighter from my elf highlighting palette to highlight my inner corners. And now I went ahead and changed into a cute black top, you guys, and I undid my hair and put on some gold stud earrings to make the look complete. I'm using my Revlon eyeliner to line my lips. This is a multi-use liner that I like to use for almost everything: my brows, my eyes, my lips. Lining my lips, I would say, takes about the same time that it does to do my brows, but obviously I skipped some parts of this to make the video short. Now I'm gonna go in with this lipstick that I think it's by K Beauty, and I say that because I got it from my Korean friend last year. It doesn't say anything on the packaging other than intense, so I just love this nude warm brown lipstick, and it smells amazing, giving me that ombre effect also. Lately, my natural hair has been so beautiful and cooperative. I have kinky 4C hair, and look how slick that bun is. I can't believe it. I'm gonna set my face using my Avon setting spray, and I think we're done with this look. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is the complete look. I hope you learned something. Watch the video over and over again to pick up some tips, and I'll see you guys next time. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys next time.